Hey guys, me again with another YouTube video. Make sure everything is okay, and it is. We are going to be taking a look at a pretty simple Glock 18, to be honest. So to open up the video, I want you guys to go check out this channel right here, Jim's Lego Guns. He's the one that is responsible for the base Glock 18 that we will be using and modifying to turn into a more complex version of the Glock 18. This is the video right here, the Glock 18 tutorial from CSGO. That's the video that you guys will need to watch. And building his base Glock is where we're going to start out this video. So once you've built his basic Glock, you can start this video and we're going to turn it into something more complex uh, and just a little bit more refined of a model. Now then, that's not saying that Jim's model is bad. The reason Jim built his Glock is because he was trying to show that even in the gun community, when you build something, it doesn't have to have really complicated bricks in it to be a really good model. Jim's model is on the left and my model is on the right. And my model is just a little bit more refined and has a little bit more of the details in it that Jim's doesn't. So we will basically just be taking a look at the different components and how to turn them into a slightly more refined Glock. So I'm going to take this one and we're going to use uh, this one. This is the base model at the end of Jim's tutorial that you will in fact get. So a few things that should be talked about is we're going to start with the slide and then we're going to work our way kind of downwards. So if you want to have a little bit of a different sight picture, we can use uh, Christopher Hoffman's sight picture, which is a tad bit different, but still fairly unique. So first off, we're going to take and put down one of these. Oh, also, my model is 2 studs longer on the end here than Jim's. So if you just want to extend it out by 2 studs, you'll have the same exact length as my model. So this is going to be the front sight post. It's going to be just this blade. Um, if you don't want to do it like this, what you could do is you could take this piece and you could do that and then delete these and it would go in between here. But since LED can't do stuff like that, I can't do that. So uh, that's the preferred method. We're going to flatten out the entire top of the model like so that it's just a real smooth, clean kind of cut. And then right here, we're going to put one of these, and right there we're going to put one of those. So Christopher Hoffman's style of sights consist of using this piece, and then these pieces flipped upside down basically, as close together as they possibly can. Put that there and put this here. And then you can take these and just kind of lock those out right there. And then you have Christopher Hoffman's style of sights, essentially. So if you just want a different sight picture, you can do that. Another thing is, if you don't want these exposed studs, which you kind of don't, you can remove this piece and then drop it like so that it's a more clean cut look to the slide itself. It's a lot more just kind of open in a sense. Um, like I said, a little bit more clean look when it comes to like machining on the slide itself and things like that. Also, something that you can do is on the inside of here, there's no guide rod, but he left room for a guide rod to be open. So you need, I didn't mean to delete that. You need 4 studs worth of space for this model to retract to its fullest extent, which means it needs that much room on the inside to retract. So if we took one of these axle pieces here and put it here, you could take a guide rod then and put it throughout the model like so. And then you would have basically a completely full guide rod on the inside. And you can take this up to support the barrel if you want it. So then you have the guide rod in the end, down here. Which means like you'd have to take out the post that would be between these, but I'm sure you guys can do that. It's a little bit easier because mine is 2 studs long, but it's still possible to do. Um, well, mine is 2 studs longer than Jim's on the end here. Technically his ends right here, but considering I extended mine by 2 studs longer just to get it a little bit more proportional, um, it's easier to put the guide rod in. So the next thing that you can do is you can come in and you can delete these pieces going up through here and instead use these pieces here to give it a little bit more of that Glock kind of curve to it. If this piece would go on. And you won't be changing much at all. As you can see, it was a super quick thing that you can do. And it just kind of improves the overall complexity of the weapon. So where Jim's is a kind of like a basic thing, you can come in and you can make these little minute changes here, and you'll get a much more kind of complex model. So something else that you can do is you can delete these pieces here, here, and here. If you use these pieces going throughout the entirety of the model, not just on the outside, but the entirety of it. And then while you're down here, put these pieces in. Here and here, those are the grips on the slide. And then going back to these holes, if you use a 5, and then these pieces here, you can make the fire selector for the Glock 18. Because Glock 18s do in fact have fire selectives. And then it will obviously turn up and down and whatnot. Another modification that you can do on the slide is just add a 1 right there. One by ones are kind of a rarity, so that's a little bit hard to do, but that is a 3 stud wide gap there, and this is only 2 stud wides here, so if you just want to kind of clean it up a little bit so that when it's locked back it's more flush, like it is back here, you can do that up here as well. If you're like me, you don't like looking at these holes very much, so in order to kind of close those up, you can plop in a piece here and there, here and there, and then you can take a 1x6 flat piece and line it up in the middle of these. Yeah, that's good enough. And then over here as well, if you get it inside the middle, it'll sit flush with the slide lock here in the back. And then the final mod that you can do is on the back strap here, and you can take and kind of put flats coming down through here, and then build this on up. So then you have more of an angle to it, and it's a little bit more comfortable because you don't have studs in the back of your hand. And that is every modification that you can do to the Glock itself, and then you can obviously have it whatever color scheme that you want to have it. I did mine in a two-tone over there, so we can always do this one in a two-tone as well. So make the slide the same color. Black, 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 black. And then to finish off the two-tone, we'll make it a gray down here at the bottom, like so. And then just Finish it off. Make that gray as well, or black. And there you have it. So those are very, very simple modifications that you can do to Jim's Glock 18 so that it can turn into a more complex version of his Glock itself. Now then, like I said, this is nothing against Jim at all. No offense at all. He's already seen the model. He's liked it and all that. Basically, all this is to show people who have built the model that you can, in fact, turn it into a more complex version of the model. Like I said before, Jim's intent with his model is to show how simple it is to build a Lego gun uh, using not very advanced pieces at all. And then my intent is to show you that you can take something as simple as that and you can turn it into something that is as complex looking as this. So that is all. Please go subscribe to Jim's Lego Guns. He's an awesome Lego creator, does a lot in the community, a lot of very, very interesting things, especially this grip design that you can see here. A very unique grip design, very hard to do. And he ponied up the time to make a Glock 18 tutorial. So it's definitely a nice thing to do in the community to go check it out and share it and subscribe to him. Take it all over the place. Make sure that everyone can see it and watch it because it's definitely a really cool model. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to comment and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. I'll see you guys later in another YouTube video. Just messing around here. So yeah, goodbye.